So I hear what I mentioned about Arunachal Pradesh and that area there. We are claiming that part of it. Now further, let's go to the next level. Right? I've already mentioned western side and Sikkim, China. So here Sikkim, China. Then all this part I have mentioned Ladakh range, J&K, Arunachal Pradesh. This part I have already mentioned there. Now here, this one, eastern side about around 1140 kilometer disputed boundary with Arunachal Pradesh. That with China we have. Now Doklam junction of Bhutan, India, China, you know chicken neck. What is called chicken neck. Now this Doklam issue was with respect to road being built by China to the Bhutan post there that was there, where Bhutan government took a stand, and then the Indian army involved in that. एक चीज़ ये याद रखना है कि भूटान इज़ अ वेरी पीसफुल कंट्री, राइट. किंगडम ऑफ भूटान is a very peaceful country. Himalayan country is a very peaceful country. Even you know that happiness index, they are the most happiest people on this planet. सबसे ज़्यादा खुश रहने वाले लोग हैं भूटान में, राइट. हैप्पी इंडेक्स, ग्रॉस हैप्पी इंडेक्स में उनका हमेशा रैंक ऊपर आता है. पीसफुल कंट्री. एंड इंडिया लुक्स इनटू इट्स एक्सटर्नल रिलेशन. भूटान के साथ हमारा एक बहुत अच्छा संबंध बहुत लंबे समय से है. इवन भूटान का आर्मी, द मिलिट्री, दे गेट ट्रेनिंग इन इंडिया, right. They get training in India. Even the Bhutan education, many of the students from Bhutan come to India, University of Delhi, to take their education. India is like a big brother for Bhutan. Even in terms of perforate state, India looks into the Bhutan. So the Doklam was because that China building that road. I told you that China is building road across the border, and that was going towards this area junction, Tai Junction, where Bhutan government objected, and then the tussle was there where India got involved in that clash, Doklam issue. Galwan Valley, again the road building, Ladakh, there Galwan Valley, again that is same, again the part of the China trying to go into that area and build the road, and then we were trying to stop the Chinese there. So this is a recent which you see here. So there what you come across here, right? So Galwan Valley, Kashmir. So if you look at here, this one, this is where the Galwan Valley comes, right? And see here, this is the Aksai Chin. Remember that this is the part of Aksai Chin. Galwan River. Now again see how the geographical boundary get determined. Galwan River, right? This is the river here, Galwan River. There's a Galwan River is there. ठीक है, ये LAC है, line of actual control. This what you see, LAC, line of actual control there. Now this Galwan River, now this is what called Aksai Chin, right? This Aksai Chin, this is where it is claimed by China. This Aksai Chin, which was ceded by Pakistan to China, but is India's claim over Aksai Chin. And this river here, Galwan. So here the dispute was between Chinese army and Indian army. यहाँ पर जो है गलवान वैली का कंट्रोल बाय चाइना, क्लेम बाय इंडिया जो है, ठीक है. एंड डोकलाम का देखें, डोकलाम वाज हियर, द मैकमोहन लाइन की जो यहाँ पर है, डोकलाम भूटान का यहाँ पर इससे डोकलाम को हुआ था, द इशू वाज देयर, राइट. देन यू कैन सी हियर another thing. So if you look at Johnson's line, another line is called Johnson line. If you look at the western side, so what is another territory here? Johnson's line proposed in 1865. Again British India that time, 1865. There is a line called Johnson line. That places Aksai Chin, this one, Aksai Chin under Indian administration. But then after independence, when the Pakistan occupied that part of Kashmir and the Gilgit-Baltistan, that area, and in 1963 what Pakistan ceded to China, that Aksai Chin area. So if you take historical ground, if you take the India's part of historical ground, 1865 Johnson line, that time British India part of it, that comes towards Indian side of this, what the Aksai Chin, what China has occupied. So here, that is now Ladakh, what was formerly called Jammu Kashmir or Ladakh, while the McDonald Line proposed in 1893 bring it under Chinese control. See here the historical aspect. 1865 Johnson Line that give to the British India, which according to that it should be India's land. But when you come later on, there's another one called McDonald Line. That is in 1893, which there with the China, it goes to Chinese control there. Then another controversy, China views McDonald Line as the proper boundary with India. अब ये झगड़े का मेन रीजन ये दिस फाइट ऑफ द देयर चाइना कंसिडर एंड दिस 1893 that agreement with the British government and then this McDonald line as their kind of a claim there. But China based Johnson line that is a 1865 which is older than McDonald line in terms of this part of the Aksai Chin area. Right? Then what do you see here? China views their boundary dividing Indian and Aksai Chin, what do you call it, LAC, line of actual control. What do you see in the map here? So if you look at here, Gilgit, Pakistan occupied Kashmir, Baltistan. So Gilgit, Baltistan, right? Now this is where you have a Karakoram Pass, Karakoram. When you read Indian geography, you will see that Ladakh range, Janskar range, Karakoram range. So Karakoram here, this Karakoram Pass, this one. Right? And then you can see here Depsong Low, Aksai Chin. What do you see here? This is the Aksai Chin. And if you look at Pangong Lake,